Hi, welcome to All That Glitters with Kiara. Thank you for joining me today. In our first episode, we discussed how I go to thrift stores and buy things and then sell them for a profit. If you're wondering where you start, this is the video for you. We're going to explore how you start selling clothes from your own closet and how to list them and go step by step. So I started selling clothes online because after I got married, I had to downsize. We had smaller closets and I had way too many clothes. So I went through and chose my favorite items and set those aside. And everything that I had something that was similar to or I hardly ever wore, I started selling those. Some examples of what I started selling were, the inevitable black jacket. I had 15 different versions of a black jacket or black sweater. Do you really need 15 versions of the same thing? No. So I went through and chose 4 or 5 of my favorites and got rid of the rest. All of us are guilty of having multiples of things. Start there. Grab the multiples, grab the things you've grown out of, grab the things you just don't wear anymore. So a trick that I use is I hang up all my clothes in one certain direction. And over time, if the hangers haven't got turned around, then I know that I haven't been wearing those items. Is there a reason why I didn't wear that item? Was it out of season or did I just not like it? If it was out of season, that's understandable. But if I just didn't like it, well then maybe it's time to get rid of that item. Not having a lot of items in the beginning shouldn't intimidate you because it is hard to get started and it does take a while to build up a reputation online. So when I first started selling online, I had about 10 things listed for my personal closet. They sold over a few months. Then I got really into it and I probably had about 50 items and they all went really fast. They went in about a month. So then I got really excited about it and I usually keep my online closet now between 50 items and 200 items. That way you get a sale almost every day. So when you want to start pricing your items, you look at how much you actually spent on the item. Say it's a jacket. You spent $75 on the jacket. How many times did you wear that jacket? If you only wore it once or twice, well, then I bet you could sell it for close to $75. The price depends on the condition of the item. The more you wear it, the less it's worth. It's very important to write good descriptions. I would say that is the most important thing to do when you're selling items online. So when writing item descriptions, you could just write, this dress is a size 6. Not every size 6 is equal. So you're gonna wanna include measurements because a lot of people are gonna ask you, hey, how long is this? Is this knee length? Is this mid-thigh? This will save you a ton of time in the end because people will be able to measure, hey, this dress is 35 inches, it comes to my knee, and you won't have to answer that question. 3 really important measurements for dresses are the bust, which is pit to pit, the waist, and the total length, which is shoulder to hem. On this dress, it is a loft size 6. So we're gonna measure from pit to pit, which is 17.5 inches. So you're gonna wanna write that down. And then I usually write B for bust. And then right here, you're gonna wanna check the waist, which is 15 inches, so 15W. And then you're gonna wanna check the total length. The shoulder to the hem, when that is 35 inches, so 35L. Just think of yourself as the buyer. You're gonna be buying this dress, you don't know how it feels, you wanna know what the fabric is made out of, you wanna know how tight it's gonna be on yourself. So you're really gonna wanna put all those descriptions in there to save yourself questions in the end and to make the buyer feel more confident in their purchase. Another thing that's super important when you're listing items is photos. People aren't gonna buy an item if the photos don't look good. So you need to properly stage the photo, you need to make sure there's good lighting, you need to make sure they're not blurry, etc. I'll cover this in a later video. So some tips on keeping track of your inventory. For me personally, handwritten is the best. I keep a binder. In this binder, I have 26 tabs, A through Z. I keep it by brand and I have a mark on what brand it is, what style, color, size, measurements, if there's any flaws, what I paid and what I sold. So I will keep track of exactly how much I paid for an item and exactly what I sold it for. So I'll always know how much money I'm making off an item. The reason this is so important is because you basically own a store. And when you own a store, you keep a ledger. This is my ledger. This is how I keep track of all my inventory and where everything goes and what everything is worth. So you're wondering now, how long is it gonna take for me to start making money? Well, it all really depends on what you have listed and what your price point is. But I would say within the first month, you should sell your first item. And then before you know it, you're gonna be selling hundreds of items a year. So in review, first thing you need to do is go through your own closet. What do you not like anymore? What are you not wearing? And after you have a good inventory from that, and that inventory starts to dwindle, maybe start thrift shopping at local thrift stores and salvage stores and buy things that are inexpensive and sell them for more. There's so much to learn when it comes to selling clothes online. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and get updates about when I'll be posting more videos. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer those with my own comments or videos in the future. Thanks again! Make sure to Hulk smash that subscribe button.